Okay, so the video is going to be a bit different than what I've been putting out in the past. Although you can still expect outdoor adventures from me, you hopefully will enjoy this new adventure that me and my family are on. This is the property that we bought when we sold the house I grew up in, and it is a vacant property. It does have a driveway into it. It has 750 feet of waterfront, this beautiful river behind me, and it has a camper trailer parked on it right now. So we're gonna move into the trailer and we are going to stay in the trailer as long as weather permits, and we're gonna start building as soon as we move in. We will be building an 18 by 24 tiny house, off-grid cabin. The closing date is October 4th. It's chilly at night, but the camper has propane furnace in it, and we have lots of layers, and so far this fall has been amazing for weather. So let's hope that holds up until we can get a shell up that's weather tight and has a airtight stove in it. In this video, I'll take you along for the first week in the trailer and on the property. I'm Nicola, and Alder is me sharing my passion with others. It's hiking, paddling, backwoods camping, playing in the forest, and having meaningful connections with nature. It's helping people learn new skills, as well as learning new skills myself, and helping people find confidence and independence in the backcountry. My family and I recently sold our home and moved further into the wilderness, with dreams of building a tiny home or off-grid cabin closer to nature. I'm excited to share this adventure with you, along with all of my other outdoor adventures. I hope you enjoy all of the adventures we're about to have together. Somehow in the chaos of trying to pack up our entire lives and prepare to move out of our home, John and I found the time to spend one night together at the camper, just the two of us. We had a good night together and we woke up to a rainy, dreary day the next morning, so we made a hot cup of coffee and played a board game while we drank it. We were pretending that we didn't have a ton of work waiting for us at the house, but it was nice for a moment, and it helped us escape the reality that was awaiting us.
Things happen naturally, like it used to be. I don't wanna go and waste another day, mess it up again, stand my way. I'll be the one to have the highest price to pay. If I make it home tonight, may I hold you one last time? Let me hold you one last time. What if it's too late for me now?
And we're off.
Yeah.
What you doing? Well, that's it. She's empty. Of course, there are some things that I'm gonna miss about this house. This house was the house that I grew up in. We're super excited for the future, and this is part of change. I'm extraordinarily happy that my kids were able to live here for a period of time, and we're able to make memories here. And now we're just moving on to make some new memories. Yesterday felt really real, emptying out the house, and when I laid down to go to sleep here, it is starting to get chilly. Like, we are
October now, and we're staying in the camper. The camper does have a furnace in it, but we didn't use it. We just, I've got lots of blankets and sleeping bags, and we made do, and we were fine. We, you know, it was chilly when we first got into bed, but otherwise we stayed nice and cozy. I just had a moment of, oh shit, what are we doing? When I first laid down. Some reading material. And a good view. Oh, much better. Let's take a look. Oh, I think that little tiny thing will be okay. Yeah, let's see. But maybe put it all the way through and then bend it up inside. That's good. Now, good job. You're the star of the show. There we go, Waylon's new tiny house. Moving the star because there's a bar that goes across here. The star was in there. Good job, bud. So right here where these pink flags are, we're going to be making our driveway. Oh my. So the orange ribbons are approximately the corners of the tiny house. So this is a back corner, and over there's a back corner. Oh, sorry, over here there's a back corner. That's a front corner. I'm up here where the house is gonna be. This little guy's gotta go. He's got some life up in the very top, but he's not doing so well, and he's right in the middle of the house, so gotta go. But this is the front corner, and of course, once you clean up a little bit of the underbrush, I'm up at the front of the house. This will be quite a paradise. It's kind of hard to capture on camera, but
Was it right on that tree?
no, up a little further.
Okay, so they come out now with those spiders?
I think so. There's quite a big bank here, probably 3 meters. And of course this big beauty. And that's the house right there.
One. Timber.
gonna bring it out for you.
Come on, pick it up. No, pick it up. Hey, come on.
Yeah, close up. Oh, there. He'll take the little piece, and you can take the big piece.
Really? Okay.
Here.
Let's go.
There's lots of dead standing in here. Of course, we'll clean it up a little bit, but we're gonna leave a lot. It's good for the bugs and the birds. And Waylon, come get this piece. Waylon, here, 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 look. There. Another big pine there. I absolutely love the pines in here. Waylon. No.
It's been a long first week. We had difficulties with our closing date. Well, just finding our way through our first week in the trailer, which has been unique and interesting. I learned to use a chainsaw this week. Of course, I'll never stop learning, I'm sure, just like anything else, but I dropped my first 2 trees. So we're gonna have some friends and family out for a potluck, and we're gonna be clearing the spot for preparation to build. And we're just gonna work in the morning and early afternoon, and then we're gonna knock off and have a nice potluck and enjoy an evening around the campfire together. So I'm really looking forward to introducing some of our closest friends and family to this property and to our future home.
What do you think?
We're just going
So we're trying as hard as we can to cut as little as possible, which is very stressful because obviously things need to be cut in order to build. Now I'm looking at this here and considering the view, and it's time to start deciding what I want to keep and what I'm okay with going. So this one right here, this one is a oak tree, and we don't have a lot of oak trees. It's not the best oak tree. It's young and it's got a hard slant to it, but we're definitely going to save him. Now this one here is a hemlock, and the hemlock here have what's called a woolly adalgid. So we are going to save every hemlock. I think I have found about 6 or 7 hemlocks on the property. Some very young like this and some bigger, and I don't know if they'll make it. They may not, but we are definitely not going to cut them. Another one here, a little bit bigger, closer to the river. And so far I haven't noticed any hemlock woolly adalgid on our trees. Usually you'll end up seeing little white balls of fluff. That's why they're called woolly adalgid. Right in here on the needles, they lay their eggs, and they look like little white sacs. Now, we don't want to cut a lot, but of course this is why we're cutting anything at all, so that we can see and enjoy this every morning. These beautiful maples are going to stay. We do have some nice maples here, which makes me feel a little bit better about the few that we've had to cut down. It's gonna be my home up there someday. Got some pink markers through here now. And that's not necessarily everything, but that's absolutely non-negotiables. This big pine had to come down. There are a lot of big pines on the property, and as much as possible we've tried to save them. As you can see, this guy was already dying. His crown didn't look very healthy, and he had lost a lot of bark here. So he had to go. But luckily it wasn't hollow and rotten on the inside. So my brother and father have a mill, and this guy's gonna go to a good use. I'm gonna trade my brother this piece of pine for some spruce that he already has, and he's gonna mill up the spruce for me for raised garden beds, which I'm really excited about. We haven't officially staked the house corners yet, but we've put some stakes in just for a visual. So approximately where that leaning piece of wood is, is where the front door, the front corner of the house will be. And plans have changed 1,000 times for how the layout of the house is going to be, but as it stands right now, this corner will have a patio door on this side and a patio door on this side to maximize on the view of the river, which right now is pretty obstructed, but we will clean it up and make sure that it's enjoyable. We also have that beautiful pine that we'll be able to look out on. And then this right here will be the front wall of the house. So of course we've got some other beautiful views from some of the windows on the front.